Shalom, shalom, Israel, coming back at you with another lesson. Lord willing, this is edifying. First off, giving all praise, all honors, all glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rachach, double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone and all the teachers out there pushing this word in truth with truth and sincerity, especially now, risk your lives to do so. May you be the elect. Shalom to all the Akim and Aquath out there listening and learning. You Israelites, so-called Negroes, Hispanic, Native, and Seminole Indians, who are the true children of Israel, as well as you speckled bird, Israelite foreigners, right? The Israelites that look like, act like, and take on the customs of all these heathen nations. So to you I say Shalom. This lesson is brought to you by the Spirit and the power of Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai. Yahweh being the true name of our Father, the God of the Bible, the God of the Israelites, by Hashem meaning coming in the name, and Yahweh Shai being the only begotten Son of Yahweh, who the world ignorantly calls by the name of JC. All right, and this is basically we just gonna read in the second book of Maccabees, all right, the 7th chapter. All right, and I'm gonna start from the top, and then we're just gonna pull up a few precepts going into how basically Esau, all right, the self-proclaimed white man, is not gonna have a resurrection. He's not gonna have any part after their time is served in captivity. All right, all the other nations are going to come back, but Esau, the rabid dog of all the nations, is going to be put down. All right, for once and for all. But anyways, let's just get into it because it's a pretty long read. All right, and with a few scriptures to back that. All right, so this is 2 Maccabees 7th chapter, verse 1. It came to pass also that 7 brethren with their mother were taken, and compelled by the king against the law to taste swine's flesh, and were tormented with scourges and whips. So you got 7 brethren, Israelites. All right, they were held captive, and then at this point in time, they were trying to get forced to eat pork. All right, and we're gonna see the bravery, right, and the spirit of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai on these brethren, all right, and how they dealt with it, all right. 2 Maccabees 7:1, it came to pass also that 7 brethren with their mother were taken, and compelled by the king against the law to taste swine's flesh, and were tormented with scourges and whips. But one of them that spake first said thus, What wouldst thou ask or learn of us? We are ready to die, rather than to transgress the law of our fathers. So he wasn't no bitch in him. See that? Then the king, being in a rage, commanded pans and cauldrons to be made hot, which forthwith being heated, he commanded to cut out the tongue of him that spake first, and to cut off the utmost parts of his body. The rest of his brethren and his mother looking on. So his family were forced to watch him being tortured. All right. Now, when he was thus maimed in all his members, he commanded him, being yet alive, to be brought to the fire, and to be fried in the pan. And as the vapor of the pan was for a good space dispersed, they exhorted one another with the mother to die manfully, saying thus, The Lord power looketh upon us, and in truth has comfort in us, as Moses in his song, which witnessed to their faces, declared, saying, And he shall be comforted in his servants. So when the first was dead after this number, they brought the second to make him a mocking stock. And when they had pulled off the skin of his head with the hair, they asked him, Wilt thou eat before thou be punished throughout every member of thy body? And you see how wicked these people are, man? Scalping him alive, and then going to ask him a stupid ass, are you going to eat now? Or you going to continue to get tortured? Right? That is just straight evil. 2 Maccabees chapter 7, verse 8. But he answered in his own language and said, No. Right? He said, La'ah. Wherefore he also received the next torment in order as the former did. And when he was at the last gasp, he said, Thou like a fury takest us out of this present life, but the King of the world shall raise us up, who have died for his laws unto everlasting life. right? So they didn't have no fear of what men could do to them, right? Because the scriptures will tell you, don't fear him that can destroy your body, but do worry about him that can destroy body and soul in hell. Roughly paraphrasing, all right? That's talking about the Lord. So they only feared the Lord. They didn't fear, these wicked ass people doing this shit, man. All right. Verse 10. After him was the third made a mocking stock, and when he was required, he put out his tongue, and that right soon, holding forth his hands manfully, and said courageously, these I had from heaven, and for his laws I despise them, and from him I hope to receive them again. Right? Not loving our lives till death, man. All right. Insomuch that the king and they that were with him marveled at the young man's courage, for that he nothing regarded the pains. Now, when this man was dead also, they tormented and mangled the fourth in like manner. So when he was ready to die, he said thus, it is good being put to death by men, to look for hope from the Most High to be raised up again by him. As for thee, thou shalt have no resurrection to life. All right. Afterward, they brought the fifth also and mangled him. All right. The point was made in 14, but we're going to keep on going because, we're going to understand this courage. All right. For those that are truly dealing with Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, when you love not your life till death, all right, and you truly down for Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, the Lord is going to be with you to the end. All right. He said, be faithful until death. All right. And they already understood. Hey, you might be able to take my life through the power of the Lord, but the Lord is the one who will raise me back up, not you. All right. Verse 16. Then looked he unto the king and said, thou hast power over men. Thou art corruptible. Thou doest what thou wilt. Yet think not that our nation is forsaken of the Most High, but abide a while and behold his great power, how he will torment thee and thy seed. And that's what's coming. See, they getting away with this shit for a little small moment, man. A little season. All right? Because the scriptures will tell you 1,000 years on earth is one day in the kingdom. So they think, oh, well, the Lord ain't been around. Ain't nothing going to happen. We ain't seen it ain't nothing going to happen to us. Yep. Y'all going to see in the end. Verse 18. After him also they brought the sixth, who being ready to die said, be not deceived without cause. For we suffer these things for ourselves, having sinned against our power. Therefore, marvelous things are done unto us. Right? Because we're punished less than our iniquities deserve. All right. Verse 19. But think not thou that takest in hand to strive against the Most High, that thou shalt escape unpunished. Right? Don't think you're going to come up against the Lord and his people, especially those that are following Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, and think ain't nothing gonna happen to you. All right, just because judgment isn't executed speedily. All right. Verse 20. But the mother was marvelous above all and worthy of honorable memory, for when she saw her 7 sons slain. Now keep that in mind. This mother of 7 saw all of her children get killed right in front of her. All right. For when she saw her 7 sons slain within the space of one day, she bare it with a good courage, because of the hope that she had in the Lord. Yea, she exhorted every one of them in her own language, filled with courageous spirits, and stirred up her womanish thoughts with a manly stomach. She said unto them, I cannot tell how you came into my womb, for I neither gave you breath nor life, neither was it I that formed the members of every one of you, but doubtless the creator of the world, who formed the generation of man and found out the beginning of all things, will also of his own mercy give you breath and life again, as you now regard not your own selves for his law's sake. Now Antiochus, thinking himself despised and suspecting it to be a reproachful speech, whilst the youngest was yet alive, did not only exhort him by words, but also assured him with oaths that he would make him both a rich and a happy man, if he would turn from the laws of his fathers, and that also he would take him for his friend and trust him with affairs. And not only, hey, look, I killed your brothers, but hey, look, I'll give you a chance. Let's be friends. Let's just turn away from your power and do everything I'm saying to do. Right? Verse 25. But when the young man would in no case hearken unto him, the king called his mother and exhorted her that she would counsel the young man to save his life. Hey, get that woman. Hey, tell her, come talk some sense to this young man. Tell her son to get right. All right, that's basically what he was doing. All right, but she, bowing herself toward him, laughing the cruel tyrant to scorn, spake in her country language, Hebrew, all right, of this manner: O my son, have pity upon me that bare thee 9 months in my womb, and gave thee such 3 years, and nourished thee, and brought thee up into this age, and endured the troubles of education. I beseech thee, my son, look upon the heaven and the earth and all that is therein, and consider that the Most High made them of things that were not, and so was mankind made likewise. Fear not this tormentor, but, being worthy of thy brethren, take thy death that I may receive thee again in mercy with thy brethren. And she said, hey, fuck this dude. Fuck what he talking about. Take this death. All right? The Lord will raise you up. Not this cat. Forget what he talking about. All right? Verse 30. While she was yet speaking these words, the young man said, whom wait ye for? I will not obey the king's commandment, but I will obey the commandment of the law that was given unto our fathers by Moses. He like, what you waiting for? Go ahead and do what you gonna do. What you waiting for? Courageous. All right. Real men. All right. Verse 31. And thou that has been the author of all mischief against the Hebrews shall not escape the hands of the Most High, for we suffer because of our sins. Right. And though the living Lord be angry with us a little while for our chastening and correction, yet shall he be at one again with his servants. But thou, O godless man, and of all other most wicked, be not lifted up without a cause, nor puffed up with uncertain hopes, lifting up thy hand against the servants of the Most High. For thou hast not yet escaped the judgment of the Almighty Most High, who seeth all things. For our brethren, who now have suffered a short pain, are dead under the Most High's covenant of everlasting life. But thou, through the judgment of the Most High, shall receive just punishment for thy pride. Right? Revelation 13:10. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with a sword, like these devils did, shall be killed with a sword. All right? Here is the patience and faith of the saints. All right? Or Salaki, must be killed with the sword. Here's the patience and faith of the saints. All right? That's what he was talking about. Shall receive just punishment for thy pride. Verse 37. But I, as my brethren, offer up my body and life for the laws of our fathers, beseeching the Most High that he would speedily be merciful unto our nation, and that thou, by torments and plagues, mayest confess that he alone is the Most High, and that in me and my brethren the wrath of the Almighty, which is justly brought upon our nation, may cease. Yeah, justly brought, because we transgressed Yahweh Shem Yahushai. All right, that's why we had these situations. Verse 39. Then the king, being in a rage, handed him worse than all the rest, and took it grievously that he was mocked. He thought he was going to scare this young brother, all right, to doing what he said to do, and he just mocked and scoffed his ass all the way through. And it made Antiochus mad as all hell. That's why he treated him the worst. All right, verse 40. So this man died undefiled and put his whole trust in the Lord. You see that? He died undefiled. He ain't let none of everything what was going on to his left or right, front, behind, top, bottom. He ain't let none of that bother him. He put all his trust and faith in Yahweh Shem Yahushai. See? So that's why he died undefiled. He didn't take partake in that, eating that swine flesh, man. All right? He kept true to the Lord. Verse 41, last of all, after the sons, the mother died. Let this be enough now to have spoken concerning the idolatrous feasts and the extreme tortures. All right? Now, this is Revelation 2:10, straight to the point. Fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, that ye may be tried, and ye shall have tribulation 10 days. Be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life. So it doesn't matter what these devils think they about to pop off. Hey, stick to Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. All right? Forget what what they try to pull out to do to you, man. It's the Lord giving them the strength to do that, but the Lord can also take that away. What you gonna do? You better serve the Lord to your last breath, like these young men did. All right, and think of that mother, man. She watched all of her children die, and they were still like, "Fuck you, Antiochus." That's the same spirit we gotta be in with these devils these days, man. Same damn spirit, man. Same courageous pride, man. All right. This is James 2 and verse 13, straight to the point. For he shall have judgment without mercy. These devils, everything that they did to those men, hey, they gonna get the same judgment. James 2 and 13, for he shall have judgment without mercy, that hath showed no mercy, and mercy rejoiceth against judgment. Plain. Numbers 24 and verse 20, straight to the point. And when he looked on Amalek, which is a self-proclaimed white man, all right, Esau's descendants, all right, and when he looked upon Amalek, the self-proclaimed white man, he took up his parable and said, Amalek was the first of the nations, but his latter end shall be that he perish forever and ever. All right, this rabid dog is about to be put down once and for all. After all is said and done, this dog is done for, man. So, hey, go through it for a little small season, man. It's going to be worth it. Because, hey, we know at the end of whatever happens, whatever the Lord is coming to bring to this place, we know the end of all of it, there's going to be no more death, no more pain, no more destruction, no more poison foods and waters and airs from these devils. Okay? And all that's going to be said and done away with, man. There's going to be nothing more but a distant memory. And nothing but happily ever after that. In such a way to say. All right? So, hey, deal with it for now. But this devil's got his end. All right? Everyone else will be brought back except for these devils. Once they serve their time in the kingdom as prisoners, all right, held captive, like they held us captive, all right, and the Lord said they're going to get double the cup. They had us 500 years. The Lord going to give them 1,000 years. 1,000 years. And after that is over with, hey, they are kaput, erased, eradicated, all right, from the system. File deleted. Next. All right? And that's the whole point, man. Thou shalt have no resurrection, Esau, you through. Lord willing, this is edifying, giving all praise, all honor, all glory to Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Rachakodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone and all the teachers out there pushing this word of truth with truth and sincerity, especially now risking your lives to do so. May you be the elect. Stay prayed up, repent, don't care about what these fucking devils going to try to pull out, man. Keep your faith and might in Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. Be faithful until death. With that, Abab Abal, Shalom.